Let's go ahead and go through the solutions to problems 3a and 3b from the Module 6 practice problems. The first of these involves the existence of a bargain purchase. The second uses essentially the same data set, but now assumes that there's some goodwill on the acquired firm's balance sheet, and this will hopefully point out the importance of realizing that any goodwill in the subsidiary's balance sheet does not survive the consolidation process. So we have that on January 1st, 2021, big company acquired 90% of Little Company for $450,000. Little's book value on that date was $480,000, and there's no goodwill on their balance sheet. All of Little's assets and liabilities had fair values equal to book value except for equipment net undervalued by $50,000. So the fair value of the subsidiary's net assets is going to be their book value plus the equipment differential, so 480 plus 50 or $530,000. Our 90% share of that $530,000 is $477,000. We only paid $450,000, so we got a bargain purchase of $27,000. And when we record that acquisition, we're going to go ahead and record the investment in Little at the fair value of the net assets, $477,000, our share of the $530,000. And we're going to go ahead and record a gain on the bargain purchase of $27,000. Now, just for old time's sake, let's go ahead and do our cost versus book value equals differential analysis. So the cost of our 90% was $450,000. The total cost, or the total market value of the firm, would be proportional, presumably $500,000. The book value, total $480,000, our share $432,000. For a total differential of $20,000, our share of that differential $18,000. We go ahead and subtract the undervalued equipment, $50,000 total, our share $45,000, and we're left with a remainder of negative $30,000, our share negative $27,000, and that is our bargain purchase that we just recorded. Now, again, the nice thing about the way we're going to do this is we've recorded our investment in Little at $477,000. Our share of the total date of acquisition fair value of the net assets of Little Company. So when we do our elimination entries, there's no evidence or suggestion that this bargain purchase existed. It was entirely accounted for when we acquired the investment. So we do our elimination entry in the usual fashion. We'll go ahead and eliminate the subsidiary's date of acquisition owner's equity accounts. Record that $50,000 equipment differential, that total of $530,000. We split 90-10 between the investment in Little and the non-controlling interest. Now, in problem 6.3b, we're going to change this a little bit and now say that Little Company has $40,000 of goodwill on their balance sheet. So let's go ahead and go through the differential analysis just as we did before, and we're going to start with at the same point. We have the same cost or value of the business, we have the same book value, we have the same differential. We will again subtract the undervalued equipment, but now we need to go ahead and add the overvalued goodwill. Again, the goodwill presumably has no value in the consolidation. It's not a separately identifiable intangible asset. So we go ahead and add the $40,000 total, our share $36,000. So we'll go ahead and first record our purchase. We buy the investment in the usual fashion. In this case, there is no bargain purchase. In fact, we paid a premium over the fair value of the net identifiable assets, so there's going to be some goodwill. So we record the purchase in the usual fashion. We go ahead and do our elimination entries, and again, as always, we eliminate the subsidiary's date of acquisition owner's equity accounts. We record that $50,000 equipment differential, and now we have to deal with the goodwill. Now again, on Little's balance sheet, there's $40,000 of goodwill. We assume that that is completely worthless and needs to be written off, and we will replace it with the $10,000 of goodwill that was revealed in our differential analysis. So if you really wanted to be, very systematic about this, you'd go ahead and get rid of Little's goodwill of $40,000 and replace it with the $10,000 of goodwill that was created in this purchase. Again, I want to be sure to reinforce that if we hadn't noted the existence of this $40,000 of goodwill, this would have looked like a bargain purchase. We have to realize that part of the net assets that Little had was some goodwill, which from a consolidation standpoint doesn't have any value when we acquire Little. In any event, there's our $500,000, which we split 90-10 between the investment in Little and the non-controlling interest.